The man buried his comrade in the dirt, then used the body to cover himself. Japanese soldiers walked past them one by one. One footstep landed right next to his buddy's face. Suddenly a Japanese soldier stopped and stabbed his bayonet into the corpse on top of the man. Fortunately, he didn't notice anything unusual. After the Japanese left, the man immediately dug out his comrade. The Japanese were still sweeping the battlefield. The man doubled back and saw his wounded buddy. He wanted to rush over, but the Japanese spotted him. They immediately opened fire. Luckily, the man quickly dove behind cover. In this critical moment, he crawled into a tunnel, but the Japanese immediately threw in a grenade. He barely dodged the explosion, but what he didn't expect was that the tunnel was crawling with Japanese soldiers. The man had to hide throughout the tunnels. Then he came across a wounded Japanese soldier. He didn't finish him off. Instead, he bandaged the guy's wounds. Not until nightfall did he crawl out of the tunnel to continue rescuing people. He searched the battlefield for surviving wounded. Suddenly a soldier with injured eyes heard movement and instinctively fired a shot. The man immediately went over to calm him down and said he'd get him out of there. This way he rescued several wounded men one after another. This drained his energy, but he never stopped. He kept going back and forth between the battlefield and the cliff. Even when he was about to collapse from exhaustion, he kept pushing through with sheer willpower. From night to day, he never stopped. Soon he spotted his commanding officer. Just as he got up, a Japanese sniper spotted him. Luckily, the bullet only grazed his helmet. The man got up and locked eyes with his CO for just a moment. The officer immediately understood what he was planning. The man quickly rolled forward to draw the sniper's fire. The CO quickly located the enemy position and took him out, but the gunshots attracted more Japanese. The man quickly grabbed a rifle, but didn't fire at the Japanese. Instead, he wrapped cloth around the stock and used it to drag his CO. The Japanese immediately locked onto their position. The man dragged his officer as they ran like hell. The CO laid down covering fire with his submachine gun. They finally reached the cliff's edge. The man first lowered his CO down the rope, but the Japanese were closing in fast. Bullets rained down around him. The man held on tight until his officer reached the ground. Then he tied off the rope and jumped. When the Japanese reached the cliff edge, they still wanted to keep shooting, but they didn't expect to see a whole bunch of American troops below. The Japanese had no choice but to retreat. The man safely returned to camp. Every soldier's eyes were filled with respect.